Of course, Brapios in his message, if you listen very well, say it's not all about love. There is part of love. There is part of character. But I tell you, and I can assure you that if it is the love of God, it doesn't fade. It doesn't. It doesn't. I could tell you that he does not. I preach a message somewhere in Oshobo, and I was talking about the gathering demoniac. I can't remember what the message is now, but I can't remember very well. So, Stephen did an excerpt of a part where I was talking about a man beating his wife using the gathering demoniac, who will cut himself with stones and strip himself naked. And then he put it on the internet, and a lot of comments came. And one man also, passed a comment that's how those pastors will say they cannot do what they are saying. They're just looking for, they want to trend on the internet and all of that. I left that comment for a long while, but last week I just felt I should respond, and I responded to his comment. Now, part of my comment is that he should be praying for all of us who are preachers, because we are human beings and we are vulnerable too. I'm a human being. I could make mistakes, and I do make mistakes, okay? But I said to him that we should not underrate God's mercy. Some of us, I have enjoyed that mercy for 34 years in my marriage. I have not lifted my hand to beat my wife once. And that does not mean that we don't argue. It doesn't mean that we don't differ on issues. We do. But it will not come to such a point where we will start shouting and then we start beating ourselves. God forbid. It is God's mercy. So I want to say to you that love does not fade. I don't know whether I told you one time here that she came from the hospital and she was never going to walk again. She couldn't walk. So I have to hold her practically for us to go, and we didn't have any car at that time. And I was invited to preach in a meeting, and she wanted to go with me. And so I have to practically walk her into, because she can't walk by herself anymore after coming from UCH. And then the pastor said, "What happened? Why don't you leave her at home?" And I said, "No, I married her, and the promise was for better, for worse." And so she was walking when I married her. Now that she couldn't walk, it doesn't change anything. And I've made up my mind that that's how we're going to live for the rest of our life. But God came to help us, and she started walking again. So love does not fade. That's just what. But apart from love, that's a part of character. That's a part of endurance. That's a part of patience. And if you read 1 Corinthians chapter 13, you will see expression of love in different ways. In patience, in perseverance, in faith. It is still love. Because the fruit of the Spirit is one, but it expresses itself in different ways.